We are back. We are back. These storms, man, these storms don't even look that great, but we'll be on them just in case they do something. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we should be fixed. Sorry about that. We have a tornado warning here. And it's kind of darker in the distance if you can't tell. We are just to the north of Joplin, Missouri here. Just to the north at Carl Junction, Missouri. Also. I'm going to try to get on these bad boys pretty quick here, but honestly, to me right now, I don't think a tornado is imminent. They don't look impressive on radar. There they are in the distance. You can see it. You can see it in the distance or so. It doesn't look that impressive to me from a tornado vantage point. It looks pretty gnarly though. Pretty big storm there, but as far as tornadoes go, I'm not so sure. What's up, Elaine? Might have no service. The booster is on and should be working. Well, actually, my booster thing, one of my booster things fell from the top of my car, so I didn't think to fix that. To get that fixed. I'm gonna turn north here to get out ahead of it a little bit. Been to this Casey's right there before to chase snow, actually. This storm looks pretty nasty, so I mean, at the very least, we're gonna have a nice little view of the storm, but as far as tornadoes go, I'm not confident, but this storm, you know, maybe an hour or two ago produced a strong tornado north of Tulsa, a couple hours back, so I mean, it's done it before, but right now the rotation to me doesn't look all too strong. Sometimes, you know, it can be a little better in person than on radar. I really haven't got a good look at the storm yet with my eyes. I've just kind of glanced at it. So once we get maybe another, like, I don't know, once we get maybe like another mile north, I'm going to go ahead and our road network up here kind of fades away a little bit. There's a river up here that I need to make sure I get over. I'm gonna try to get it in vantage view over there in the vantage point in the camera. Be about due west of us now. There's definitely some rotation on it, so I'm gonna get you guys a view in literally like 1 or 2 minutes. Just give me a second. I gotta get to a good spot. That's not a bad spot. But yeah, it looks like a big old okay, yeah, there's definitely some rotation on that. It's just a little bit strung out. It needs to the rotation needs to tighten up more. It's not really tightened up very well. So we'll see what it can do in the next, you know, hour. I think if it goes any more than another hour, it'll get away from the away from the warm front. So we'll see. All right, I should have a view on this next road left, I believe, if I wanted. There's a church, Christ Church of Oronogo. I should have a view in this church parking lot, actually. So there's our storm, guys, in the distance. We're just now getting a better look at it. We got someone out here watching, taking some pictures of it up here. I'll pull off up here. Well, this can be our vantage point of it. We got some trees in the way, some trees. It's not gonna be perfect out here, but there it is. There's our storm. We're gonna let it get a little closer. It looks really cold to me right now, which basically means that it's not getting enough warm air at the surface. So we'll have to see if it can tighten up any, but I have my doubts that it won't. I think I can get a better view if I go a little bit further west. Let me just get a little further west here. Our area of rotation might actually be slightly there to the north. It's a nice looking storm, guys. It's a nice looking storm, at least. At the very least. This almost looks like someone's like driveway, but it says it connects up here with a road. It is someone's driveway. Well, that's not a road. We'll have to find another one. Or I might just turn back around and go north again. There's our storm. There's our storm, folks. Pretty nasty storm. Pretty nasty looking storm. It's hooking a little bit, but it's lacking some rotation on it. That's for sure. We're gonna turn up here. Guys, I'm just to the north of Joplin. I'm just to the north of Joplin, Missouri. Yeah, this is the same supercell that was over Tulsa. Obviously, it's not anymore. So, this guy. This guy's turning. Yeah, guys, drop a like and sub if you haven't. I think our rotation is going to be up there on the left side of the screen, but it's just a little bit. Just the storm feels cold. I feel like I'm to the north of the warm front now, so. not a great look for tornadoes, but it definitely looks pretty cool, I'd say. And they just dropped the tornado warning, so there you go. It's not even tornado warned anymore. So, yep. Now I have to figure out what I want to do next. Oh man, because this storm looks like it is, guys. This storm looks like it is dying. Of course, right when I get out of the storm, it starts dying. I mean, we could keep chasing this. We could keep chasing this line to the east. That's definitely an option. But there's our line, folks. You should get out in front of it. You should head more towards Springfield. Yeah, I mean, if I think it could produce something, I'll get out in front of it. But I really don't know right now, guys. The sirens are still going off, but no, this thing is not tornado warned anymore. It has been quite a bit throughout its life cycle, but I am, yeah, just to the north of Joplin. It's really outflowy back here, and then back there we did have some inflow, but really weakened. Yikes, this line is not looking good. I'll show you guys the radar. Those red and greens right there, see how they're close together? There's still a slight bit of rotation, you know, in there, but it's really falling apart. Look, you can see, if I go back, look at how much it's weakened. Look how strong it was west of Carl Junction, and then look how much it weakened. So we're just, for now, going to sit here and watch it. If I had to guess, I probably will go south towards Baxter Springs. There's a cell down there that, once again, kind of doesn't look too great, but yeah, it's a little bit stronger. You know, at least that one's strengthening. That one's not very strong to begin with, but at least it's not weakening, so. After that, I really don't know what to expect. Rotation just north of Arcadia. Where's Arcadia? In Missouri? I'll show you all what I think's happening here. I think that these storms are getting too far north, so they're kind of getting away from the, oh, just north of Fort Scott. I do see that. Yeah, there's definitely some rotation there. That's true. But that storm's out of reach. I mean, these things are moving too. I don't think that one's going to produce anyway. But, the good news is, guys, these storms, when I woke up this morning, I thought they were going to be a lot more potent than what they ended up being. So they're actually pretty tame compared to what I thought they could be. So that is good news, because I thought we were going to really be under the gun today. These things ended up being pretty chill. So Carl Junction, I'm in Carl Junction, Shirley. Or yeah, just to the north of Carl Junction. And it's looking fine. You guys are in the clear for now. If I had to guess, I don't think there's going to be any more tornadoes up here. And if there was, I mean, I think it'd be very weak, so. Hey, this line is about to overtake me here, so I might go south. So this is what I'm looking at, guys. I'll show you the radar. This cell we're on, just north of Joplin, has dramatically weakened, and it looks like trash now. So, I mean, actually, it looks kind of pretty in person, but it's dramatically weakened. If you guys couldn't tell, even on the stream in the last 10 minutes, it's weakened. But this cell towards down west of Joplin, towards Baxter Springs, does interest me enough to where I think I'm gonna head down there south. So yes, I am gonna head south towards Baxter Springs. And if that cell doesn't do it for us, there's another one towards Veneta, Oklahoma, that looks like mainly just a wind maker. But you know, we'll go get, if we want, we'll go get some high winds, you know, at the very least. I don't think this is going to be a long stream, y'all. I think these storms are going to blow through here in the next hour or two, and I'm going to kind of chase them around home. And I live in Joplin, so I'm just probably going to end up chasing them just around home here. And then, you know, if something is looking good, you know, I'll get away. I'll get away from home and I'll keep chasing it, but I don't think that's going to be the case tornado-wise, but we'll see. We'll see here. If I lose connection or it gets shaky, I apologize. It's just going to happen. Here we go. Look at this. We're getting some winds here. These are outflow winds. So really windy from right to left. Yes, I did live in Joplin when the tornado hit. Thankfully, my house was not in the path, but I was close. It was a close call for me. So my theory is these storms here that I was just on, it tried to rotate and wrap up about 20 or 30 minutes ago, but I think it just got a little bit north of the front and got a little bit outflow dominant. The storm started moving north instead of to the east. It got outflow dominant, and then now they're dying. So they have cold outflow rushing out ahead of the storm, and that is killing the storm. The storm that I'm currently going towards south of me, probably going to have the same fate, cold outflow, but it has a better chance because it is further south. So we shall see. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, you go ahead and do that. I appreciate all the support, everybody. Unfortunately, I don't have any monetization on these streams because, well, YouTube banned my monetization. I still don't know why, but I'm working on getting that fixed. So I should get it back in a month or two, but it's banned right now. These storms really went from gnarly to puny in about... Yeah, you guys worked so hard to get me to 1K subs. Yes, this will be up towards Bolivar. Now I'm not expecting any tornadoes really up towards Bolivar, but there is a small chance if you know, for a brief tornado or two. I guess it is possible, but I wouldn't be too worried about it. Here's the rain. We're headed down towards Airport Drive. Okay, this storm is starting to get a tiny bit of rotation here. So, yeah. Got a couple cops there monitoring the situation. Oklahoma, I thought about going down into Oklahoma today, but it just looked too messy and not worth the time. So I was like, I'm not gonna drive, you know, 3-4 hours down in Oklahoma, you know, to chase a bunch of mess and bad terrain. So I just decided I'd stick up here towards home. And there is a chance up here towards home that something could happen, but it's not materializing. And it's not materializing down in Oklahoma either. So there was one tornado north of Tulsa, kind of to the, I believe to the west or to the east of Barnesdale, Oklahoma earlier. But since then, the complex really weakened, so. We'll see what this next storm has in place, but it really doesn't look like it has much rotation on it, so we'll have to give it some time, but I am not too keen on seeing a tornado here. Kind of a dud, which, you know, as a storm chaser, obviously I want to see nice storms, but I'm pretty thankful because the environment that could have been in place would have supported some big tornadoes. So the fact that it's not going to happen is good for everyone living in this area. For the most part, I think that the tornado threat is very low, which I've been saying all morning. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. If you don't, you should, but I've been saying that I thought the risk was kind of going down here. So my steering wheel is still shaking. I've tried to figure it out. Can't do it. No one knows what's wrong with it. All right, that's our storm. You guys can see it in the middle of the screen. That's our storm that we're going for. It's not much of a storm, but we're gonna make the best out of it. You know, I mean, over here on this channel, we're always trying to make it positive, even if the storms suck. My goal is to be positive. And that's what we're gonna try to do. The other night, some big tornadoes hit near Oklahoma City. In hindsight, I definitely should have went after those, but I was having some car problems, and I just didn't think that it was. I just didn't feel safe, you know, going, you know, 7-8 hours round trip with a car problems. So I really need to get a new car. That's the goal by this spring. I got to try to buy a different car. It's not gonna break on me. 69 viewers. There we go. Wow, we're almost to 100 likes. I bet we can get it. We can get to 100. Come on. Script, that wasn't last night. That was 2 nights ago. I maybe said last night. If I did, didn't mean to, but that was 2 nights ago. We are coming into Joplin, Carl Junction, and Webb City, kind of like the intersection between all 3 of them. I don't know if you guys know where Stone's Corner is, but we're almost to Stone's Corner here. So, and you see some of the fall colors there on the right. It is starting to change. But yeah, a couple places around Oklahoma City got hit pretty bad, and I haven't seen a lot of media coverage on it. I really think that they should be covering it a little better. But you know, with the election tomorrow, I mean, I'm not really surprised that, you know, they probably, a lot of news stations are a little more focused on that, and, you know, rightfully so. But those tornadoes didn't get a ton of media coverage. Everything changed up in Northeast Mo, then blew off high winds last week. What do you mean by that? I don't understand. There was some winds in Missouri Wednesday, I think. Oh, watching from Scotland. Oh, blew off the tree. Yeah, Chappie here. we had a lot of wind blow off the trees, but it wasn't thunderstorm wind, it was just wind. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. It's only 3:20 and it's getting dark. It means we have a storm right here. Man, this storm is not it. I hate to be negative, but this storm is not it, guys. So it could be worse. I could be chasing storms that aren't it, you know, hours away. Actually, there's a pretty big time storm headed up towards northwest Arkansas right now. Maybe I need to pivot down there. Maybe that's the move. Maybe I should chill up here and pivot down to northwest Arkansas here. Oh, traffic here. I might do that. I don't know if I can make it up there. I think I can make it up there. All right, so this storm. This storm's headed up towards northwest Arkansas. I'm gonna go for this one. I think it has the only chance. It could get caught by the line though. It could get line and completely fail. So it's headed up towards kind of Bentonville, Bella Vista, maybe even Jane, Missouri. Terrible spot to storm chase, but we're gonna head down towards Jane, Missouri. Bear with me, I'm gonna be driving kind of fading away. We'll turn around and go home. Because this storm ain't doing anything, guys. It ain't doing anything. This is our only chance really here. It's down towards Tenkiller, Oklahoma. So I am in Joplin, Missouri right now, but I'm gonna try and get down to the Missouri-Arkansas border here. It's about a 45-minute drive, so it's really not too far. I think that I can get down on that storm by the time it hits the line, and maybe it'll produce, but we'll see. And if not, then that's really the chase, guys. If this one doesn't work out down towards Jane, Missouri, or in Bella Vista, Arkansas, that area, if this one doesn't work out, it's pretty much the chase. So we shall see. So bear with me here. We'll probably have storms impacting us on our way down there. So that will be the case. We will have storms impacting us on our way down, so we'll get to see those. There's our storm right there. See, there it is. The base is right in front of us. Obviously not anything special. That's why I'm not going to continue to chase it, because it's not anything special, so I don't think it's going to do much of anything. So let's see here. What's my route? Down Main Street? And then... or east, okay, east on DeMott, and then down to the interstate. Okay, there we go. So we should get on the interstate in the next 15 minutes here and get down to this thing. So it's really the last shot we have at anything today, because that line is catching it fast. And like I said, if it looks like that line is going to catch it and we're not going to be able to have time to get down there, then I'm just going to cut my losses and go home for the day. But we'll give it a shot. The one thing I've learned about storm chasing is you never give up. You never give up. So we're not going to give up on today yet, quite yet. No, we're close to, but we're not going to do it yet. Man, there's probably a tornado on the ground in 10 killer. I mean, it says radar indicated, but I would suspect that there could be a tornado on the ground there. We're heading into an absolutely awful area. When we're intercepting this storm, we're going to be in the hills, the mountains. I might not even have service, so if that happens, then... Guys, I have a high... Guys, I am pivoting from southwest Missouri to... Well, actually, I'm headed down towards the Missouri-Arkansas border, so that's actually still southwest Missouri in a way. But look at this thing. Look at this thing wrapping up. That's down in Oklahoma, and that is coming up towards the Bentonville and Bella Vista area. It is headed that way. Siloam Springs, Decatur, Gravette, Bella Vista, Jane, Pineville, Noel. It is headed your way. And it looks like to me that it probably has a tornado on the ground. It's not observed yet from what I can see, but I would suspect by looking at radar that there is a tornado on the ground. And that storm is coming up. So the question is, will it get sucked up by this line here? Or will it kind of outrun it? We'll have to see. I think it's going to be close if it's going to get sucked up by the line to the west or if it's going to possibly outrun it. But right now, I definitely botched the chase so far. I'm sure a lot of other people are in the same boat as me, but I feel like I should have been down in northwest Arkansas maybe. But we're headed that way now, just in case something goes down. I'm getting stuck in 3 p.m. traffic, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if... Yes, there will be storms in southwest Missouri tonight. There will be storms. I'm not worried about tornadoes. It is possible for there to be a brief tornado or two, but it's not a huge concern of mine. I'm more concerned with down towards the Missouri-Arkansas border, maybe, area. I don't know why there's so much traffic here at, 3:20 p.m. This is pretty crazy. Maybe school. My guess is school maybe got out early or something because there's tornado warnings, and then there's more traffic. I don't really know what to think. We gotta outrun these storms and get south here. We're not doing a good job of it. Dude! Come on, man! What are we doing, bro? Are you kidding me? Just pull out right in front of me. Yeah. Come on, man. You're better than that. I had the right of way on the roundabout. That's why you always gotta pay attention to the road. A lot of bad drivers out there. What's up? What's up, Marion? I can't pronounce your name very well. Yeah, we just got in a random downpour of rain, and then it kind of stopped. It's really quick there, and then it just boom stopped. Of course, the slow semi got up in front of me here, and guys, we gotta get to our target here in the next 45 minutes. I think we can do it. We're gonna hurry. This rain is gonna slow us down a bit. There was definitely a tornado on the ground in Oklahoma. Just by looking at radar, I can almost guarantee that. By looking at radar. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. You almost hit me. Yeah, I'm not surprised it was confirmed. Guys, we're headed down towards that confirmed tornado. It's gonna be about 30 or 40 minutes till we kind of get onto the storm, but we are headed that direction. It's possible by the time we get down there, it could very easily get eaten into the line. And then once it gets eaten into the line, that storm is gonna lose a lot of its ability to produce. But it can still produce tornadoes, so we'll just have to see here. But I probably won't chase past, 5 or 5:30 past dark. Big time wind, big time rain here. Blasting south. Sorry about the shaky screen. I know it's like borderline unwatchable, but this is what it is. I'm just gonna have to get out of this big blob of rain. We almost are. Pedal to the metal here. I think this storm has just enough distance from the line that it can remain ahead of it. Oh my gosh, we are shaky. It's windy. My car is vibrating, and we're about to get slammed by more rain. Here it comes. You can see it. You can see it on the right side of the screen. Look on the right side of the screen. There it comes. There's not enough water on the road to really hydroplane. It just started raining. So, but we'll have to be careful. You see the pretty dark storm clouds here that we got. We're gonna blast down to the storm, everybody. We're gonna be moving here, trying to get down to this thing. Big lightning. Oh, sweet. 113 likes. Good job, guys. It is so shaky. My goodness. I apologize. Yeah, I know, it's not my fault. Yeah, I know. It's just shit. Well, it is a little bit my fault because my car is a trash car, but yeah, partly it's not my fault though, because yeah, can't control the shaking. I will have a better setup at some point to where I can mitigate the shaking a bit. That will be coming in the future. We're about to get pounded again with rain, guys, just beware. We're about to get pounded hard with rain again. But once we get through this next one, it should be a little easier on us here. Should be a little easier on us. We're about to hit the Here we go. Here's our other batch of big time rain. Lightning just hit right next to us. That was a loud one. I have some links in the description if you want to donate, because my super chats, I don't have super chats anymore because YouTube banned my monetization. I don't know why, but YouTube, whatever YouTube's up to. I guess they're worried about me. But yeah, there should be links in the description if you guys are very generous. Here we go. We're clearing out a little bit now, so we can get some speed going back up. But we got to watch out for hydroplaning. That's one way to end the chase. Man, that storm coming up to the Bentonville and Bella Vista area looks Gravette too. That storm looks it's going to cause some problems. If it can stay out ahead of that line, it's going to cause some issues. So it will cause issues. We just gotta hope. Right now it looks like that line is kind of doing a good job of catching up to it, so it kind of makes me think that maybe those areas will get lucky. The cold front was not supposed to crash like this, so I think overall, even though there was a few tornadoes, I think the worst could be avoided. We shall see. You know, there's still time for stuff to happen, but I'm starting to think that the high-end scenarios are not going to be happening. Thankfully. But still possible. Wouldn't rule anything out entirely. Once we get a little further south here, we should be clear of this rain, and then we can really start cooking towards the storm all the way down there. Looking at his trajectory. Oh, what's up, Wyatt? Looking at his trajectory, I think it's headed right towards... I think it's headed right towards Bentonville and Bella Vista. Gentry, Highfill, Gravette, Siloam Springs. You guys all need to be on red alert in the next hour. Siloam Springs, Gentry, Gravette, Bentonville, Bella Vista. We are headed down there. We are going through Neosho, Missouri. So we're about, 35 minutes or so out from Arkansas, so we should be down there pretty quick here. We should be down there about when the storm... Getting ready to get into that area. There might be some rotation just to my right, out of the window. It doesn't look very strong, but looks like there's a little bit of rotation, not much. I'm also watching a couplet near Wyandotte and Seneca. So that area just got hit with a tornado the other day near Wyandotte. So we're watching that cell near Wyandotte, and that's going to come right up south of Joplin. So that is something to look out for. It looks mostly rain wrapped, but it can still produce a tornado there. So yeah, Wyandotte headed right up towards between Neosho and Joplin. So if you're just on the south side, or if you're just south of Joplin or in Neosho, north of Seneca near Wyandotte, you need to watch that storm. It looked pretty dark to my west here. We're getting some storms. What's up, TJ Farms 24? How's it going? Does anyone know, is Max streaming still? I'm assuming yes, but there's a nice embedded supercell to my west here. My tire pressure's low. My tire pressure's low, and it's not good. My tire is losing air fast, so we're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? We're gonna have to risk it for the biscuit, all right? My tire's broken, guys. My rim is messed up. Come on, man. Go faster. Go faster. You're in the left lane, bro. Go quicker. Let's go. Let's go. Vominos. Let's go. Hey, Brayton Howell. Thank you for the $5 PayPal. I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the PayPal. Shout out to Brayton Howell. Guys, I'm fine. I've had the low tire problem for about a month now. I'm okay. I filled it up a couple of hours ago, so it's not that low. It just now popped on. So Max told me to give up. Why did he tell me to give up? Max has no faith in me. Okay, I'm gonna go bag a tornado just in spite of Max. Guys, I might lose connection as I get towards the Arkansas, Missouri border. It's pretty bad down there. My booster is gonna help me out, but I probably will lose some. Oh, we can get to 150 likes. We got 58 people in here. We can get to 150 likes here. Hello from Missouri. Same lemon. I'm near Neosho, Missouri. I'm probably just a little south of Neosho now. We're headed towards Goodman. There is still a circulation headed into Wyandotte, Oklahoma. I don't know why they don't have it tornado warned. It probably should get warned there. We are flying south towards Arkansas. We are near Goodman, flying south towards Arkansas, Bella Vista, Bentonville, northeast of Siloam Springs, that area. There's rotation south of Seneca, Missouri, and southwest of Seneca, Missouri. I think that's going to go south of Joplin. So, but it's kind of headed up towards that area. It's kind of headed towards like the Diamond area, maybe. Guys, good news. Good news, those storms in Oklahoma that are headed into Arkansas are starting to line out, okay? Looks like they're starting to line out, so that's going to look... But it can still produce a strong tornado because the wind shear is that strong in it. But they are starting to get a little bit messy, so... There actually is an observed strong tornado on the ground west of Watts Community, Oklahoma, south of... It's headed right up towards Springdale, Rogers, Elm Springs, maybe the south side of Bentonville. I think the storm turned right a little bit, so I think it's going to be a little bit farther south than maybe we initially thought. I was originally thinking Bentonville or Bella Vista. It looks like it's going a little bit farther south, which means that the storm is ingesting more inflow because it's turning right. So I'm gonna have to get down there quick. We'll see what happens. We're blasting down to northwest Arkansas, blasting towards Rogers. Sorry about the shaky camera. That'll be fixed probably by spring. All right, chat. I haven't had very active chat, so let's get chat going a bit. All right, do you guys think that I should chase some winter storms this winter? What do you guys think? You think I should snow chase? I think I should meet up with like Brandon or Connor, maybe Freddie, and meet up with some of them and do snow chases a little bit. Just give a yes or a no. I feel like a lot of people are going to say yes, but that'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right, there's a big tornado on the ground southwest of Watts community, moving up towards the south side of Siloam Springs. We're going like 15 over. I don't recommend doing this, but we can say we have an excuse. There's tornadoes coming, so we can speed. And, well, there's not very many people on the road, so it's plenty safe. But we are blasting down there. We are in Goodman, Missouri, blasting down towards Springdale. The storm is about... Guys, this storm is only 30 miles out from Springdale, okay? 30 miles from Springdale, so that means it's probably going to get there within the hour, okay? So red alert if you're in northwest Arkansas, Siloam Springs, Fayetteville even, towards Bentonville, Zabin. I think Joplin's in the clear for tornadoes. I think it's just going to be some rain. South of Joplin towards Neosho, not in the clear yet. Let's see. Max Velocity says share my location with them. You got it, Max. I got to figure out how to do that. I think I can. Let's see. Share my location. I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe I can add someone. Here we go. All right, Max, you have my location, okay, Max? You got it. This is an embedded supercell. Looks like it's getting embedded into the line, which I would say overall is probably good news. I think that lowers the high-end tornado potential. But there can still be strong tornadoes even with an embedded supercell, okay? So just be careful, all right? If you live in northwest Arkansas. It looks like there's still a very strong couplet on the ground coming right into Watts Community. Watts Community, Oklahoma, right on the border of Oklahoma and Kansas, okay? We're still a ways from Springdale and Rogers, but within the hour. Okay, if I had to guess, I think this storm is going to slide north towards, if I had to guess, I think it's going to slide on the north side of Springdale towards Rogers. We are getting down there. We are getting down there, guys. We're going quick. We still do have a ways to go. I'm kind of headed towards the Cave Springs area. We are going to make it down there. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to make it. Yeah, there you go. Get out of my way, fellas. Get out of my way, fellas. Yeah, TJ, I'm from Missouri. Born and raised in Joplin, Missouri. I've lived there for 20 years. I've lived in Missouri for all of my 20 years of life. Not a good situation. And wow, we have another storm beginning to rotate southwest of Prairie Grove. So now we have 2 supercells coming into northwest Arkansas. One looks like it's going to head south towards Fayetteville, and the other is heading farther north towards Springdale and Rogers. If you know anybody in the northwest Arkansas area, you know, don't over-alarm them, but let them know that bad weather is headed their way here in the next 30 or 45 minutes. No, Joplin's in the clear, guys. So, Joplin should be in the clear. I think everything's going to be south of Joplin. The warm front is now pretty much south of Joplin. Oh. A lot of areas down there are letting out school early from my inside reports, my insider information. Oh, let's go, TJ. Thank you for subbing to the channel. We should have a little over 3,000 subs, guys. So let's get that number up to. I don't expect it to be, you know, 4K today, but let's get it up there, you know, at some point. Keep on going full into storm chasing this spring. I'm just gonna go for it, try it out. I got some money saved up. We're just gonna go for it. So I should be out there chasing quite a bit this spring. I'm still gonna be working and stuff on the side, but I should be chasing quite a bit coming up. Even this winter, I should be out quite a bit. So I'm excited. I'm gonna get a better streaming setup here, and we're gonna do it. Guys, it looks like the tornado is now rain wrapped. It's no longer, it looks like it's kind of lifting. So don't let your guard down, but it looks pretty rain wrapped. It's becoming a QLCS, so the good news is northwest Arkansas, this storm is not looking as scary as it did about 30 minutes ago, so that's good news. The bad news is it still looks scary. Here we go, Pineville. We're all the way down to Pineville now. We're almost to Jane and Bella Vista. It's still, guys, it's gonna be ugly. It's an ugly rain-wrapped mess now. So We'll have to watch that one to the south, too. There's another all the way south of that, towards Fort Smith, west of Fort Smith, that also needs to be watched. No sirens in Cave Springs, no. Not good. Hills, cliffs. We're in the bad terrain of Missouri. Bad for storm chasing, at least. Yeah, bad for storm chasing. Gorgeous scenery, you're right, Elaine. It's really pretty out here, especially with the fall colors, but I'm not gonna lie, the fall colors have kind of been a dud. Cannot lie, I mean, it's been so dry. We've obviously gotten a lot of rain in the last 5 days, but outside of that, it has been so dry. I wonder if there's any pictures of that tornado that happened earlier in Oklahoma. I have yet to see any, but maybe, I'm sure somebody had to have gotten it, right? It's getting dark outside and the lights are coming on now. We're almost into Arkansas. We're almost to Arkansas. Hopefully the 5 p.m. Arkansas traffic does not slow me down. That could definitely be an issue. That would cause me not to get there in time, but we'll see. The storm isn't moving that quick. It's moving, but it's not moving that quick, so I'm not too worried right now. There's another storm I want you guys to watch down towards Salesa, Oklahoma. That could be an issue in a couple of hours. But once again, it's going to get ingested into that line, so we'll see how much it does before that happens. Yeah, really dark clouds south of Joplin. I'm not shocked at all. I don't think Joplin is in a tornado risk, but yes, dark clouds, I'm sure. Big lightning there, big lightning. Welcome to Arkansas, baby. I am in Arkansas now. I am in Arkansas. Which means I am getting closer to this supercell. It says observe tornado still, but I would guess that it probably lifted. I'm guessing it probably lifted. I don't know that for sure, but just viewing the radar. There's still a debris signature that could be left over. But man, that tornado went through. Look at that. See that? Look at that blue. That tornado went through. No one's in that car. That tornado went through near Watts Community. It's a pretty rural area, thankfully. So hopefully nobody got hit. I think this storm is weakening quite a bit, so it's the good news. Let's get to 200 likes here. Like and sub. I appreciate every one of y'all for tuning in here. We're gonna get down to these storms. They're looking a little bit less tornado-y, which is great news because they're moving into a populated area. But we'll see if that sticks. I think it probably will, so. Still, there's another storm down towards Salsaw that's. Yeah, the Salsaw storm just went tornado warning. So keep an eye on that one. That one's a little bit too far south. I don't think it's going to hit up towards northwest Arkansas, but you never know, it can. I think it'll get ingested into the line. The one near Salsaw doesn't have a tornado on it yet. It looks like a really small, skinny storm, but I'd be watching that one. We're in Arkansas, guys. We are in Arkansas. We are just to the west of Bentonville, Arkansas. Trying to get towards a storm that is headed right towards Springdale and Rogers. Appreciate everyone who's stuck with me so far. I know it's boring just me driving here. So. be back in a little while. There it is. There it is. We're in the tornado warning now. Ben will meet up with the storm soon. Yes, I will. I am almost to Bentonville. About like 5-10 minutes from Bentonville, so I'll be on these things soon. Thanks, Raina. Shout out to Riley, Raina, and Elaine. They're the GOAT moderators. And Chappie. Chappie wasn't here earlier. I don't know where Chappie went, but... Guys, the storm still has a couplet on it. Guys, I think a tornado is back on the ground now south of Siloam Springs. Just looking at radar, there is a couplet. I think there's a tornado back on the ground towards Siloam Springs. There's also more rotation down toward Watts community, but it doesn't look as pronounced as our couplet to the north. I would love for a correlation coefficient to confirm that, but I'm coming into the metro area here soon, and I just have a feeling it's going to be a mess of people trying to dodge the storms, so the traffic's not going to be very, very fun here. Yeah, guys, I don't know if that's visible, but look at that. Look at that couplet. Look at that couplet. Look at that couplet. There is probably a tornado on the ground right now. It's hard to tell debris-wise, but looking at that kind of couplet, right where the tornado would be. And I am actually driving through tornado damage from last May currently. So there is some trees down all around me. Because a tornado hit Bentonville and Rogers back in May. I think it was May 20. I don't remember the exact date. I want to say May 24th or May 20. May 24. No, May 25th. I want to say May 25th. Yes, Memorial Day weekend. You're right. It was a pretty big tornado. I actually think Rogers, even though they got hit, I actually think they got quite lucky. I think the tornado could have been much worse than what it was. I think a worse tornado hit near Gravette and another worse tornado hit near Claremore Oklahoma earlier that night. So it could have been even worse. But all right, we're in Bentonville pretty much here. So buckle up, we're gonna be on these things. No, nobody's with me. I'm alone. Let's get this party started. Hopefully no tornadoes hitting anybody's property. Alright. It still says observed on the warning, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, the traffic coming out is a ton of people are going... I don't know what's going on. I don't know if people are trying to avoid it, but there's a ton of traffic here. So we're going to have to be careful here. There's a ton of traffic on the other lane. I'm sure you guys can see it there on the left. I don't know if people are trying to get out of the tornado warning or what is going on, but... I don't know what they're doing. But Alright, looks like this original circulation has moved to the north. So, there's another circulation getting going. Now, again, towards Watts Community, it's strengthening. We're going to have to watch all of these circulations here. Police cars going up here. I might just be able to. I think that the original tornado circulation, I think, is going up north towards Bentonville. So, but there's another one forming down towards Watts Community, headed up towards Springdale again. That has me intrigued, I think, a little bit more. I think that northern circulation really weakened, so I think I'm going to try to go for the southern one. So far, guys, no traffic on this side. But look, another ambulance on this other side here. So I don't know there's something going on up towards Bella Vista, so I don't know. But let's see, that storm towards Salsaw is strengthening quite a bit, but it looks like it's going to head right into the mountains of northern Arkansas. So we are not chasing that one. So just, yeah, not even going to try on that one. Oh. All right, guys. T-minus, 15, 20 minutes, and we should be on these suckers with a view. I am seeing strengthening rotation now, southwest of Springdale. But I'm still not overly concerned. But it's looking like it's getting its act together. These kind of QLCS line segments, they will drop tornadoes very fast. And they can still be strong, so we'll have to watch it. How's the Nissan holding up? Not great. Unfortunately, it's not holding up good. So it is not holding up great. That's a cop. Yeah, that rotation near Stringtown is weakening. Coming up right towards Highville and Bentonville. I'm gonna go south towards Springdale. Probably more towards like Elm Springs is where I'm headed. Yeah, I would say Cave Springs, Elm Springs, your direction is where this rotation's headed. Doesn't look strong. It does not look strong, but I will say the storm is trying to strengthen up. The cop I was going 90, you know. I mean, I'm only going 70 now. I'm going the speed limit. So the storm is trying to separate into a supercell, which is bad news. But we'll see. Just as fast as it can separate into a supercell, it can go back the other way, back into the line segment. So my steering wheel is so loud. I apologize, guys. I've been trying to get it fixed for months. Nobody knows what to do. I need to go to the gas station quick and put some air in my tire. I think I'm gonna get off towards Cave Springs here in like 5 miles. Stop at the gas station quick. I'm just gonna fill up on gas, get some air in my tire. It'll take me like 5 minutes, and then we'll be on these things. They're moving quick, so I don't really need to, I don't have any reason to just get on. And they're moving quick, and they're not producing a tornado right now, so I don't have any reason to get on them super fast. Dude, sounds like a quiet jackhammer. When I'm going 80, it doesn't make noise, but when I'm going like 70, it will. It'll be inconsistent. One day it'll be loud, the next day it'll just like be so quiet. Yeah, right towards Springdale is where this rotation is headed. This storm is moving it's moving fast. I would say if you're in the Springdale area, you have just over 20 minutes buffer time. They put these tornado warnings out far ahead of time, 30, 40 minutes ahead of time. Shout out to the National Weather Service. Good work there. Probably right now, this storm looks interesting on radar, guys, but as far as velocity goes, it's not really wrapping up, which is good news for now, okay? But we're gonna watch it because it could wrap up at any moment because the shear is so strong. What is my favorite soft drinks? I don't know. I usually go for like Coke Zero or like Sprite or something like that. All right, I'm gonna find a Casey's here. And we're going to take a little... We're just going to put some air in the tire. I don't even know if I probably don't even need to get gas right now, so... Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding me? This guy almost just hit me. I'm just chilling over here in the right lane. Look at him. Look at him. He's just swerving through all the lanes. Oh my gosh. I'm just sitting here in the right lane and someone comes up on my left side at going like 20 over, almost swerves into me, almost swerves the other person. Are you kidding me? We've seen some bad drivers today. Rotation is still very weak, guys. The storm looks more favorable, but rotation is extremely weak, so we're gonna have to see how this goes down. All right, I'm gonna stop at a gas station, okay? Give me just a minute here to gather myself, get some gas. My tire, I'm gonna get air. I mean, I have a few minutes to spare, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get air in it now, so I don't have to worry about it, because it is losing air. Are you coming to my, what? Are you coming to my place? I don't think so. I'm not planning on it. There's our storms to the north. Like I said, I don't know how favorable these things are right now, so we're gonna find out though in the next half hour. All right, bear with me here for 5 or 10 minutes. Once I get this done, I might head a little farther, or I might just honestly find a spot that I can view and just wait for it to come to me because it's moving so fast. guys. And then we'll see. Give me just a minute. Where's the air pump? I don't see it. My rim got bent up, so now my tire's losing air. I gotta get a new rim, which sucks, but I don't see the air pump, so we might just have to go without it. Interesting. Usually you just have them on the side. There's a lot of people out and about driving, so I think as of now this area has avoided a big tornado, but you can never be certain, so we have to keep watching it. But there was a big tornado about 30-40 miles to the west that lifted, so I'll ask them where their air is. I have no idea. Oh, you had the same idea as me. All right, give me a minute, y'all. I'll be back. Sirens are going off. They wouldn't even let me go to the bathroom, dude. They have the doors all locked. So I get it. They gotta lock the doors and keep everybody safe there. But all right, guys. As of right now, I have good news. The storm is really outflow dominant. So I'm anticipating that there's not a tornado on the highway. If you're talking about 49, there's not a tornado on the highway. I'm anticipating that this ends up just being a wind maker for now. I really don't think there's going to be a tornado out of this again, but we will watch it just in case. If I look to my west here, you can see our storms. We'll get a vantage point and see what we can see, but they don't look that intimidating to me right now. So let me find a spot. Right now, these things don't look intimidating. So we'll see what they look like when they're closer, or if they can strengthen. They have time to strengthen, so don't take this as let your guard down, but I would say it's looking pretty good for this area. Now the storm I really want to watch is down near Cherry Tree, Oklahoma, and Stillwell. That one could become a major player here as it heads into Arkansas before it gets wiped out by the line. Oh, the stoplight isn't working. Or it's just a crosswalk, maybe. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get in this parking lot over here and we should have a view of this thing. There it is, low base, very low base, but we'll see if we can find any spots of rotation. I don't know what this place is, but it's something. There it is, there's our line, and you can see how it's went from a supercell to a big line. So that is really going to lower the tornado risk, thankfully. There's a lot of lightning though. And it's pretty dark, so we're gonna have to keep watching it. But no, this does not look like a tornado type of storm, so that is good news. But I'm just gonna keep the camera on this thing. You can hear the sirens going. There's our storm. Gonna keep an eye on it. I don't think it's getting much inflow. The storm is really pushing north now instead of west. I mean to the east, which is good news. It's kind of losing its identity. Guys, I've tried to get on 4 or 5 different storms today and they've all lost their identity. Oh, what's up, Titus? How's it going? I don't think there's a tornado. There's not a tornado on this one, so it's kind of lost its identity. The one near, the one down towards Cherry Tree is one that I would definitely watch. But once again, it's kind of losing its identity here. Big time lightning there. This thing's probably packing some big time wind. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens or not, but they're pretty loud. The pool in front of me is a siren? Really? Where is this? I am kind of between Springdale and Rogers, Arkansas. And they're kind of between those two towns. This storm is not getting any inflow, so it doesn't have the opportunity to produce a tornado because it has no inflow. So it's a lot of outflow. If it wants to try to produce, it has to get inflow. So I'm not seeing much inflow right now. So not much inflow on it, so it's struggling to really wrap up. It looked like it was trying to get inflow for a quick minute there, but really weakened. So is that a siren in front of me? Is it really? The only way this thing will produce a tornado is if it starts moving right against its against some of this upper level flow, and then it gets some inflow. That's a fire station. You're right. You're right. That's a fire station right there. So that is a fire station. Thanks everyone for tuning in. A new tornado warning for Rogers, Bentonville, Pea Ridge, Avoca, Garfield, all the way up to the Missouri-Arkansas border. A new warning. See how this, guys, I'm in, I'm kind of by Cave Springs, Rogers, I'm kind of in between Springdale and Rogers, Arkansas. See how this is one big line? It's pushing a lot of outflow. It's pushing a lot of outflow, so it's gonna have a really hard time producing a tornado. It's gonna produce some big winds, but there's people in this parking lot watching the storm saying there's a tornado. And, well, they don't know what they're looking at. But I can see how some of those little clouds hanging down can be deceiving. But those clouds that are hanging down are not rotating. They're not moving. They're just, we call them SLC. So that's scary looking cloud. Scary looking clouds, SLCs. Oh my gosh, this guy's trying to tell his mom that it's touching down. Okay, now I'm getting some bigger wind. I'm getting some inflow, but there's not enough. It is rotating a bit. Those clouds are definitely moving, so. The storm down near Cherry Tree. Yes, I'm in a tornado warning. The storm down near Cherry Tree looks like it's losing some of its identity. So good news. There is some slight rotation just in front of me, but not enough to make me concerned for anything. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. I am live in Springdale, Arkansas. We have a tornado warned storm, and right now I am not worried about a tornado, so that is good news. I am not worried about a tornado. But we'll keep watching this. There's a lot of motion in front of me, but it's mostly just left to right, and there's not any right to left behind that. So just a lot of outflow. These clouds are pushing from west to east. So big time wind on this, probably 70-mile-an-hour winds, but not concerned about a tornado. There was a tornado earlier near Watts Community in Oklahoma, just south of Siloam Springs. There was a pretty big tornado, but the storm is taking on a different shape now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Almost 200 likes. Make sure to like the stream and subscribe to my channel. Appreciate all my mods for keeping the chat regulated. All right, so this thing's kind of catching up to me now. So TWT, that's not a tornado, but I can see how you could think that. Looks can be deceiving. So we can look at the storm on radar and look at, let's see if it loads. Look at the storm and look how strong it was to the west of Springdale, and look at how much it's lost. Look at how much weakening has happened to this storm. So still a nasty storm, but a lot of weakening, thankfully. And this storm down here, southwest of Fayetteville, I circled it there, southwest of Fayetteville towards Stillwell, Oklahoma. That storm is pretty gnarly right now, but it looks like it's about to get ingested by the line. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to probably head down towards Fayetteville and see if I can't intercept the line later on as it comes through Fayetteville. And we got some big winds here, but I am relatively uninterested in this one now. It's weakened quite a bit. You can see we do have some, big scary clouds. I mean, we have some big scary clouds right there. Just not enough inflow. Not enough inflow to produce a tornado. But there is a little bit of rotation still, but not much. There's a little bit of rotation to my north right there. Right above those trees, there is some rotation. But if you can tell, it's moving quick. But you can see that the clouds are mostly moving from the left to the right above those trees. So really ripping. They're moving quick from the left to the right, but there's no motion from the right to the left. So that's mostly just outflow. There could be a little bit of rotation in there, but so you look how fast those clouds are moving. It's rotating there on the front now. Right there. There's a little bit of rotation, but there's not enough inflow to where every time it tries to rotate and every time it tries to spin up, it gets cut off by the outflow. So, no, I'm not near the Idabel storm. I am all the way up in Arkansas, northwest Arkansas. I'm not near Idabel right now. But look at that. Look at that. Look how fast that's moving right there. We might follow that a little bit here across this parking lot, but I'm probably going to go south towards Fayetteville, maybe. If those storms don't look interesting, maybe I'll just call it and head back up to Joplin. We'll see. But a lot of wind coming in here. Some nasty storms. They're not really tornado type of storms, but they're pretty strong. A lot of the reason why there hasn't been as many tornadoes today as there could have been is because that cold front really sped up, and so that kind of cut off a lot of these storms. And I will say, I think a lot of these areas dodged a bullet, because I think that if the cold front was slower by another hour or two, I think we'd be having some big problems right now. But that cold front is just too quick. Cold front is just too quick. And we are getting cold outflow now here. And there's our leading edge. There's the leading edge. Right there. It's moving pretty quick. There's a little bit of inflow on the right side. Right there. There's a little bit of inflow, but a lot more outflow. All right, next we got another storm headed right up towards Springdale and Fayetteville. My best guess says that it's going to get caught by the line, and it's going to turn a little bit further east than its trajectory right now. So, that top circle is where I am, okay? I'm by Rogers, and that storm's weakening. I'm watching this storm right here down towards Stillwell, and this thing is coming up right here towards us. But if I had to suspect, I think it's going to go a little bit further to the east. But it's currently headed up kind of towards Springdale, Johnson, a little bit north of Prairie Grove. But I think that it's going to turn a little bit farther to the right and go a little east. Fort Smith, I think you're going to be all right. This storm is actually drifting north of me, guys. It looked like it was going to hit me straight on, but it started drifting to the north now, so... we're really going to watch that rotation near Stillwell, Oklahoma. And then after that comes through, after that rotation near Stillwell comes through, I think that northwest Arkansas is going to be in the clear. And I'll probably head back home after that. And then it's actually going to get dark here in like 30 minutes. I didn't realize it was already 5 o'clock. So we'll see what that has in store for us. But the shear is just weak. The shear is just weaker than expected. So really good thing. There's some scud. There's some scud there. There's some scud over there that could be deceiving, but it's just a cloud, not rotating. Ugh. Springfield, I think you're mostly in the clear. You're going to get some strong storms, but I don't think the warm front really made it all the way up to Springfield. Branson? Yeah, Branson. I'd be on the lookout tonight, but I think most areas dodged a bullet, so great news. Because this setup was pretty potent, had the potential to be very potent, and I think a lot of places really dodged a bullet here. Still going to be some strong storms that come through Branson and Springfield. You gotta watch out for these spin-up tornadoes on these lines, but like I said, that cold front is so quick. Yeah, I'm sure after the Rogers got hit, I'm sure people take it a little bit more serious. It's usually how it goes. Almost had a close call last Wednesday over here. But the storm weakened before it got to northwest Arkansas. So usually I feel like this area has kind of a bubble around it. It doesn't get hit too often. It's getting dark now, so I don't know how much motivation I have to chase some of these storms through into the darkness, unless they're actually going to be producing a tornado. So we'll see. That storm down in Idabel, Oklahoma, is very concerning. So if you know anybody down near Broken, it's headed right towards Broken Bow, actually. So, really mountainous area, but if you know anyone, not very populated, but anyone in Broken Bow, up towards Vanderroot and Cove, Arkansas, Mena, Arkansas, probably need to be on the lookout there. Fort Smith, you're going to get some storms, but you're mostly in the clear. 221 likes, not bad. Not bad. I'm watching this storm still down towards Stillwell, Oklahoma, just in case. I want to try and chase it, but once again, it's just getting very outflow dominant. So it's really weakened just like these ones have. So my gut tells me that it's going to continue weakening. But there is still some rotation on that one up towards Prairie Grove. If we have to get down there, we can. We only got to get down like another 10 miles. And oh, I'm sitting at your church. Awesome. Yeah, this, you know, around here, there's a lot of trees and houses, so I needed a big open parking lot to kind of get a view. So there's our storm. It's kind of off to our north now. It's coming out of the picture there. It's exiting. Really, really fortunate that this stuff weakened. Your house is right here. Well, I'm glad you're safe. Glad this area avoided another tornado. I'm gonna have a mess to drive back home in. A mess of stuff. So I'm gonna give it 10 minutes and see if I want to keep chasing this thing or not. So we'll see. If I don't think it's gonna tornado, I really don't see a reason for me to be chasing it at nighttime. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what I'm thinking here in a minute. I'll maybe get a better view of this thing. This thing is just an elevated rain bomb. Oh my gosh, it really lost all of its characteristics right when I got onto the storm. All right, let me find a way out of here and towards the highway again. So the storm that's headed up this way is all the way down towards Lincoln, Arkansas, west of Prairie Grove. And you can see there, you can see those reds and those greens are kind of close to each other. So there's definitely some rotation down there, but it's not strong. And I do believe it's weak. It is on the weakening side of things, so yeah, it looks like it's kind of weakening. So I'm gonna give it some time. I will give it some more time and see if it wants to act up. But so far today, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Southeast Kansas, Northeast Texas have really dodged a bullet. Funny enough, 4 years ago today, I was in Northeast Texas. Not 4 years, sorry, 2 years. November 4th, 2022, I was in Northeast Texas chasing tornadoes, and I actually saw a massive tornado that day. So a lot of people thought the setup was similar. Tornado on the ground in Rogers, are you sure? I don't see anything. I'm looking northwest and I don't see a thing. That storm looks cooked, guys. I don't see a thing. And I still have a vantage point of it. And there is not a tornado. As far as unless it's, there's our storm. I don't know. I don't see anything. It's not very rain wrapped. I can see. Like I could see like a little clear slot maybe back in there, but I do not see a tornado, guys. That's the storm in Rogers right there. You can see it. There is not a tornado. Idabel, Oklahoma, not looking great right now, guys. So hopefully nothing bad's happening down there. We got major rotation near Idabel, Oklahoma, headed up towards Broken Bow. Looks like it might go just to the east of Broken Bow. But a tornado is ongoing in Idabel, Oklahoma, so yeah, correlation coefficient agrees. Observed tornado. That is all the way down in the southeast corner of Oklahoma. Down there. Our line is getting pretty messy here, so. Alright guys, this thing's going all outflow. The storms I'm watching to the south are going outflow. These ones are going outflow. I think I might call it here. I think we can head down to like Johnson, and we can intercept one more time. I'll intercept one more time. We'll get one more intercept. We're heading down towards Tawnytown and Johnson. Another round is coming. And like I said, not too confident in any tornadoes, so. But they're going to be rotating a little bit. It's getting dark too, so we're going to lose visual. We're going to have, hopefully we have a lot of lightning on these things, or else we're not going to have any idea what's going on. All right, one last go around here, intercept these storms, and then I'm going to head out. Probably stream for about 30 or 40 more minutes is probably about when these storms are going to pass over me. Probably could get home by like, I could probably get home by 8 o'clock or so. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Wants me to do a U-turn, actually. Go north? Why go north, Seth? Why would I go north? You gotta give me some evidence. I need some evidence. We just got a new tornado warning here for Springdale. What? There is not a big CC drop. What are you talking about? There's no way. Oh shoot, I'm up here. Oops. My right is up here. There's not a big CC drop. What? We got a troll. We got a troll in here telling me there's a big CC drop north. I'm sorry. I looked at it. I mean, I don't see it. That storm was dead. That storm was dying when I was on it. It's on Max's stream. What? Twitter? All right, I'll look at Twitter. We'll see. If I missed a tornado, I don't think I missed a tornado there, but tornado. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? I don't know if that's a tornado, guys. I see it on Twitter. I don't know. I was watching that scud cloud, and I did not see it. And it was on our stream. It was on our stream, that cloud. Where's Little Flock? Where's Little Flock? Is Little Flock in this area? What? Really? Oh my gosh, there was a tornado in Little Flock. That must have been a different storm. That must have been the storm to the north, because the storm that I was on, I do not think produced. That tornado's lifted, guys, a while ago. I'm sure that was the storm to my... What? Yeah, it did have rotation over Little Flock. It did produce a tornado, I guess. That's crazy. That's shocking. It must have got its act together or something really fast, because, I mean, it looked awful whenever we were on it. I see that now. I see that now. Did I catch it on the stream? Somebody go look back and see if I caught anything. Maybe I didn't catch it. I didn't see anything. So, but it's definitely there on radar. So up towards Little Flock. I think it's all the way northeast of Bentonville. So it might have been too far east. I really think I only saw a scud, so it must have wrapped up. It must have wrapped up and produced when the storm had already passed over me. So That storm, guys, was not a good-looking storm. I mean, it did not look like it wanted to produce a tornado, so... That one is definitely quite surprising there. I wonder if there's any... Or I guess there was a picture of it. It looked... Well, it was a picture of it, I guess. Let me see if I can find it. Wow, I cannot believe that storm produced a tornado. That is I cannot believe that storm produced a tornado. That is insane. We missed it by like, dude, if that storm should have done it like, that storm should have done it like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before it did it. We would have been right on top of it. Yeah, it did produce a little weak tornado, it looks like. Looked a little weaker, so that's good news. So I'm looking west now into some of these storms. We're gonna get more here in a minute. Max was reporting it. And you were just sitting up there? Hold on, let me get back on the interstate. I'm just gonna get back up here. This storm is coming quick here, guys. There's a little bit of rotation. I'm not too concerned though. A little bit of rotation. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, guys, sorry I missed that. I honestly, like, when the storm passed over my location, it looked terrible. It looked like it was completely dead. So I don't know what it did after it passed over our location, but it must have gotten, like I said, it just didn't have the inflow to produce a tornado. We just missed it. I didn't think it had the inflow to produce a tornado, and it didn't, so it must have got some inflow on it. You just never know with these things. That's what I was saying, you know, it didn't look good. It didn't look like it was going to produce a tornado, but you still have to watch because you never know. And just in case, you know, these things do spin up really fast. You know, like that one near Little Flock, it spun up within a couple minutes, and then it died out real fast. Dropped fast, and then it went right back up. Outflow dominant. These storms are so outflow dominant, it can't hold inflow for very long. So once it loses its inflow, it just just dies real quick. Here we go. We're getting some rain now. I'm trying to get in position to intercept this thing, and then we'll probably call it a night. It's getting dark real fast, y'all. It's only 5:15 and it's already basically dark. It's definitely not a welcome change. I don't like it. I do like in the spring though when you do get an extra hour. I guess that is kind of, or extra hour of daylight. It's kind of nice. But here it's not so nice. Alright, this thing's about to slam into us here. It doesn't look like much in person. So, but we're going to get some real heavy storms here in just a minute. A couple couplets trying to form up. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. 99% of it's nothing, but you know, the one time you're on the tornadoes, it gets pretty exciting. So most of the time, yeah, there's a couplet coming right towards me. Wrong couplet, but like I said, y'all, you know, all these storms need is just a tiniest bit of inflow, and they can produce a tornado, like we saw. So I am. Let's see here. I want to get a view to my west. All right, let me keep going south here. Let's road. All right, we should have a view up here. There's our, look, those storms don't look like much, y'all. There it is. That's it. That's our storms. Not much, but it's what we got to work with, so. They're coming. We're just to the, we're in Elm Springs right now. Just to the west of Springdale. Oh my gosh, 5 miles away from El Reno. That was quite the tornado. Guys, sorry about missing that tornado. I swear I was on my stream and the storm was like literally dissipating. So I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened there. It must have, like I said, it must have went north of me and then produced. It must have produced right when I got out of vantage point. It's okay. We'll get them. I haven't been super locked in lately on the storm chasing. I need to do a better job. Sometimes you go through some ruts. Sad day for chasers, yeah, for the most part. But I would say a relatively good day for most of these areas. I think a major disaster was avoided. I think there could have been a lot more and a lot bigger tornadoes than what there were today. So I'm glad that for the most part, stuff has been on the tamer side. Now we're getting some lightning here and it's about to get dark. So we're going to have a crazy, guys, let me know if you want me to, but I might just, if I have, 40, 50, 60 viewers, I might just run if Max is still alive. Thank you, big dog. You're right. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why I wasn't on that tornado. As long as Max is still on, I'm probably just going to stay streaming as I drive home because I'll be going through a bunch of lightning and stuff. Yeah, it just didn't show up when I had the view. It waited, about... It waited about 10 minutes. Those storms were moving fast, guys. They were tough. They were not easy ones to keep up with. Big lightning. Guys, this thing is gonna come through fast and then it's gonna be done. These storms are cooking. Where's home? Joplin, Missouri. So I'm about an hour and, I don't know, 15 minutes from my house. So not bad at all. I'll be home probably by 8 o'clock, maybe even sooner than that. Guys, here's what we're looking at. Look at that. We got big storms right on the doorstep, and there. Look at that. There's a couplet right there. See that couplet to my southwest? It's headed right on top of us. So we'll see. Let's get to my focus back in view here. A lot of lightning to that southwest. If there's gonna be anything to watch right by these trees here. See if there's anything to watch there. We'll tilt the camera a bit. Maybe I could have found a better spot, but there's a lot of houses and trees around here, so it's not easy. Not easy. The clouds are moving really quick, guys. Moving really quick here. Here comes the wind. Here it comes. Here comes the wind. All right, let me see if I can follow this line east. I don't really have any roads. No roads east. You have to go down to Elm Springs Road. Let's get the heck out of this place. Here we go, big time storms here. Gonna do a little bit of a, here we go, blowing. I have free car wash, stuff blowing everywhere. Everything in the free car wash. Couplets, should be probably like, it's probably like a couplet right on top of us. Hopefully we're not about to get in like a embedded tornado. I doubt it, but you just never know. Like I said, they spin up quick. Oh, car's shaking here. Okay, right on top of me. There's a couplet. I think we're okay, guys, but a little sketchy. Lovely. Cannot see a thing, cannot see a thing. The winds aren't overly fast, but they were shifting a bit. They're pretty quick. Here we go. You can see them right here. This is pretty dangerous out here driving in these conditions. Not great. Brother, turn your brights off, bro. Turn those brights off. Come on, man. Can't see a thing out here. You gotta be real careful going around some of these curves. Not ideal, not fun. Oh my gosh, here we go. Got some leaves blowing around. Find cover? I'm okay, guys. It's just some rain and wind, I'll be okay. A little bit of pea-sized hail coming down. I can hear it. Gusty, 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 gusty. Oh, here we go. Now it's getting really gusty. In the middle of the tornado warning, there we are, right there. We're in Elm Springs, we're in Elm Springs / Tawnytown, Arkansas. Ooh, that was a big one right there. That was a big one right there. There we go. lot of rain here the last few days, so wouldn't surprise me if they had some flash flooding. I'm skidding in water right now. Look at that car in front of me getting a lot of water too. A lot of water coming up on the side of the vehicle. We're driving in water right now. Awesome. I like being out here driving in the elements. It's fun. we go, picking up some wind again. I'm not gonna go too much farther east here. Here we go. Guys, is my internet doing okay? I think it should be doing okay. Just curious. Almost to 300 likes. Come on, we can do it. Final push. Final push to 300. It's good, it's good, it's good. That's great, that's great, that's great. I'm just gonna drive around, you know, just for fun here for, you know, a while, and then I'll head back home. Once the rain on the interstate clears up, I'll start heading back home. Oh yeah, big time puddles here on the, woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. This is fun here. Just driving straight through the puddles. Don't need to be hitting any curbs though. I'm running out of room on the road. I'm just gonna chill here for a while. I don't want to get too far off my route to go home. There's not a ton going on. Wow, that tornado was big, dude. I'm kind of mad that I wasn't there for that one. I don't know. I should have guys, I think earlier on the stream, I think we saw some power flashes, guys. I think we saw some power flashes. I don't know if anybody else saw those, but I think there were some power flashes above those trees. Let's go, get to 300 here. Let's do it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and start headed home, but I'm not gonna end my stream yet. I'm just gonna get on that way. Alright guys, we're gonna get some lightning here on my way back home. And some strong winds. Yeah, we're still in a tornado warning. I'm behind the storm now, so. I am behind the storm. No, hey, I'm not degreed, Seymour. I'm not degreed, but I do know what I'm talking about. 95% of the time. I'm sure there's some moments where I sound like an idiot, but I feel like most of the time I know what I'm talking about. I've been chasing storms now for about 5 years, so yeah, I've gathered quite a bit of knowledge here. Gathered quite a bit of knowledge. I've seen a lot of tornadoes, and throughout all those tornadoes I've seen, I've picked up a lot of stuff. There we go. There's a lot of water up here. Oh, man. Good thing for them is the rain ain't going to stay heavy for super long, so. was fun, just gliding in the rain. All right, guys, I'm heading north towards Bentonville and then eventually Joplin. So, we're kind of going to get out of the super heavy stuff, but still got to really drive careful because we could hydroplane easily. Really got to be careful still. It's still tornado warned here, but I think they're going to let the warning expire. I haven't seen any damage from that little flock tornado, so we're on our way home here. We're just driving through some lightning, some rain, chilling. Yeah, guys, just bear with me on the stream here. I'm trying my best. There are dead spots, of course. I'm probably going to stream for another 15-20 minutes here while we're in some of this rain and lightning. 300 likes! Let's go, let's go. Chat, give me some questions to answer. Help the time pass a little bit, maybe. Give me some questions. Favorite movie? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies. Man, I always liked Star Wars. I thought Star Wars was up there for me. One of your high school classmates were here. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were in here. Favorite tornado sighting? There's a lot of them, but I got to go with El Dorado, Oklahoma, May 23rd, May 23rd at 2024. So just, 4 or 5 months back there. Probably my favorite one. Donovan Watkins in the chat. What's up, Donovan? I'd say this, I have a video of it on my YouTube, El Dorado tornado. I think that was my favorite intercept ever. I mean that one, it took about 10 different forms. It's like, ooh, we had some nice lightning here. What do you think happened that didn't allow the storms to go crazy with longer track storms today? Well, here's what happened, John. The cold front was moving too quickly. So what happened was that fast front undercut any supercells that tried to get going. So when that happened, those supercells would spin up and they'd start to produce tornadoes, and then right as they got their act going, that cold front would undercut the storms. So that, I think, was the major problem today. And I think the shape of the trough, which is kind of like the upper level system, kind of and that messed with things. So thankfully we didn't get the high end scenario that could have happened. That's good for people around this area. Where are you from? I'm from Joplin, Missouri. Another video is dead man walking. Yeah, dead man walking is a really popular term. What vehicle do I drive? Donovan. I just drive my Nissan. It's not the best elements, but you know, it gets good gas mileage, and it's relatively safe. We had 300 likes on the stream. Not bad for we didn't really see anything too interesting today. So I'll take 300 likes. It's not bad, especially in November. See, have ever been in a tornado? Yeah, I have. Check out one of my videos. I think it's like titled something tornado in Wisconsin. We were basically inside of the circulation. The debris was hitting our car. So I've been inside another tornado a couple years back, or now this would be over 3 years ago in Oklahoma. Really weak tornado, but sheet metal was flying everywhere. I'm probably gonna go for 10 more minutes here, guys, as I'm kind of just on my way home here. I probably got about a little more than an hour. Probably gonna go for 10 more minutes, and then I'll wrap things up. So the storms are, it's dark now, and the storms are past me to the east, so. Now we just gotta watch. We gotta watch out. We don't want a hydroplane out here. Seen many videos of El Reno. Yeah. 5 different funnels. Yeah, El Reno is what we call a multi-vortex, which is when there's a bunch of different vortices around one larger mesocyclone, and there's a bunch of vortices all around it. All right, Seymour. Part of the way you learn, man, is just going out and doing it. Just go out and do it. If you want to learn how to forecast, though, in specific, I would say, I think Convective Chronicles has some good stuff on that, if you want to check him out. And then, if you really want to go in depth with things, I know the National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center, I forget who, Rich, I think it's Rich, his name is Rich something. He's a SPC forecaster. Rich Thompson, look up Rich Thompson severe weather forecasting videos. And then there's some really long, complicated videos, but if you really want to dive into it, I suggest that. That's how I taught myself, is those videos. I use a Fujifilm camera. A lot of times I just use my iPhone. You know, these iPhones nowadays have such good 4K compared to what they did. So a lot of times I'll just pull out my phone. I don't know what mount I have. It's just, I just bought it at Walmart for like 20 bucks and it works fine. So, how do you make quick decisions when a storm's behavior suddenly changes? What factors do you? All right, so, Donovan, I would say I just always try to have a plan B, okay? I call it an escape route. So if a storm, you know, changes really fast, I gotta have my escape route, okay? And then another thing is being overly cautious, okay? So if you're not sure about something, if your gut feeling says something's wrong, there's probably a reason. So, you know, just overly cautious. And then it just depends, you know, like, I mean, if it's daytime, you know, if it's the daytime, I'm probably going to get a lot closer than I would at nighttime, because I can see more of what's going on. If I'm chasing in very flat fields, I'm probably gonna get a little closer, maybe take some more risks. You know, whereas if I'm chasing in an area like this area where it's a lot of hills and trees, you know, you know, you might not want to take those risks because your road network or your vantage point isn't going to be as good. So, but as far as making decisions, you know, you definitely want to be locked in. You don't want to be lethargic or lackadaisical, because it could cost you your life. So definitely got to be locked in, and it definitely helps to have a chase partner. So a lot of times I'll go solo, sometimes I'll chase with someone else. But if you have a chase partner and you have two people, one person driving, one person navigating, and you both kind of have an opinion on things, it really helps. If you're solo, it's definitely more dangerous, that's for sure. So you just got to be smart. You know, once you've seen enough storms in your lifetime, you kind of know what to expect. But sometimes you never know what's going to happen. General rule of thumb: if you don't see the tornado, yeah, that's right, Nathan. If you don't see the tornado moving, it's coming right at you. Or sometimes in a rare scenario, the tornado might actually be stationary, but usually they're moving. I just almost hydroplaned a little bit. Gotta be careful out here. A lot of water on the road. I might start making some like forecast videos, guys. You know, especially once we get into winter, we get on winter storms, all that stuff. Severe setups, so. Oh, nice lightning there. Nice lightning there. We've lost some really good chasers, yeah. As far as I know, there's only one tornado that's ever killed storm chasers, but it killed like 6 or 7 chasers, so. As far as I know, only one tornado has ever been deadly to chasers. So, but some chasers have had a close call. Yes, El Reno was the tornado, so. There's been some close calls. Bang, we're getting some nice lightning here now. Someone said, yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do some forecast videos, you know? I think it'd be kind of cool. Share some of the knowledge, keep the public informed. I know a lot of the forecast videos out there are really clickbaity, so, you know, I'd want to clickbait maybe a little bit to get some views, but I don't want to be like over exaggerating stuff like a lot of people do out there. Well, you know, that's what you got to do, so I get it. There's another trough coming in later this week. As far as I know, it didn't look like anything was going to really happen with it severe-wise, so I'll keep an eye on it, though. All right, here we go. Headed up towards Joplin now. Local weatherman definitely over-exaggerates stuff, but like, that's his type of thing. Like, people aren't going to take it serious. What makes me upset is when people over exaggerate stuff and it's like meant to be taken serious, you know. Like local weatherman, like if you guys don't know who he is, I think he's on like TikTok and stuff, but like he's trying to be, you know, rambunctious and, you know, over the top. Shoot, missed a couple comments there. I'm trying to read them the best I can while I drive. I don't really want to take my eyes off the road too much. Yeah, he's doing some. I think he usually rides with Reed quite a bit, doesn't he? Local weatherman usually ride with Reed. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that's that guy. Bam, 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 bam. That dude. Careful going over the bridge in Neosho by Loves. Trucker, yeah, he does get slick, guys. There's another bridge. And Edgar, yeah, Edgar. There's another bridge by closer to Joplin, closer to yeah, closer to Joplin that has construction. It's like a 1-lane right now. It was really sketchy on my way down here, driving over that one. Appreciate all the support, guys. I mean, 300 likes ain't bad at all. Not too shabby. I bet we did gain some subs today too. So, what are we at? A little over 3,000 now. I'm sure Max gave us some clout, maybe. He usually has a pretty big stream going over there. Do you like crutch? What? I don't understand. Oh, 3.35. Okay. We gained a, you know, 100 or 200 maybe. Shoot, nice. Sick. Look, I'm going to be chasing some winter storms, guys, okay? Especially over winter break if I get a chance. What is going on? Why are we going slow? Look, I get it's raining. We got to be safe, but I mean, we are going 40. I don't know. I don't think it's raining that hard. Here we go. Must have been some construction or something, I'm sure. As you guys know, I get road rage pretty often, so no surprise to you guys that have been watching me. I'm just like Connor. I get road rage. December will be epic. We'll see, Braden. I don't know. That, like, outside of the last week, the jet stream has been so far north. And it's been so warm and dry, but the jet stream finally got active this last week. So we'll see. It's a La Nina. I believe it's a La Nina. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe we're in a La Nina, which means that we could have a pretty big severe weather season in the south. A lot of times, La Nina winters, you get big severe weather in Dixie Alley. So we'll see, though. Yeah, hey Elaine, I've wanted to really I've wanted to really center in on like my region there in the 4 states region and really kind of get a good solid viewer base there. But I also do like to chase everywhere in the country, no matter where it is. So we'll see. I'm thinking about what my future plans are, but with how competitive, you know, social media stuff is, you know, really trying to lock down like one region like that could be a really smart play if you just want to, you know, you're kind of capping your viewers, but you could have a really loyal local base. I kind of want to do a little bit of both. I really do want to focus on my home area, but also try to branch out to where I can, yeah, local forecast for sure. I really like what Doug Hetty does. Doug Hetty for the local area, he does some good work there. So I kind of want to be Doug Hetty, but better. But he obviously he works for a news station. I'm gonna do YouTube and Instagram and stuff. So maybe I gotta start making some TikToks before it gets banned or something. I don't know. But something like what Doug does. I like what Doug does. He's good at. I think Doug is good at what he does. Sometimes I wish he'd go in a little bit more depth about how the weather works, but I think he does a good job, especially with snow. He keeps it pretty conservative, and usually it ain't right. So, you know, the hype man in me always thinks we're gonna get a lot of snow, and then Doug's forecast really brings my expectations down. Let me see. Well, what did you say? Next year, January? Yeah, next year, January. Like 2025, January. Yes, I want to teach you all stuff, but also keep it pretty vanilla. Scariest storm I've ever been in was in Wyoming a few years back. Flipped a couple of empty trucks. Wow. Hey, I've seen tornadoes in Wyoming. I got some videos. I got some videos on my channel of some Wyoming tornadoes. You guys go check those out. As far as cold goes this winter, I don't really know. I think it's going to be around average, probably. Maybe slightly warmer than average, but it's still going to get cold because it's winter. All right, I'm going to go for another 5 or so minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. Seneca, Missouri. There's a tornado near Seneca on Wednesday night, near Wyandotte. I almost got it, guys. I was 5 minutes late to that tornado. I missed the tornadoes today by a few minutes. I missed the tornado Wednesday by a few minutes. Saturday night, I almost went down to Oklahoma City to chase, but I was having some car issues. Didn't really feel comfortable going that far. So I've just had a rough week chasing, y'all. It's just been a rough week. I just haven't been on my A game. So that happens sometimes. You know, you got to get back on your A game and intercept some tornadoes. But you know, storm chasing is ups and downs. Any of you guys in the 4 states area, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, go sub to the channel. Go sub to the channel. Anybody sub to the channel, but if you want local weather updates, I'm going to start doing them. I'm going to start doing them local and, of course, everywhere else, but maybe focus on the local stuff. You're tired today? Well, same. I had class, and then right after class, I left the chase. I got on one storm at weekend. I got on another storm at weekend. Then I come down here, get on these storms weekend. I mean, it's just how it's been today. So the storms are scared of me. They must be scared of me. Oh. As far as when the next chase is going to be, I don't know. There's a chance for something this weekend, but I don't think it's high. So, we'll see. We'll see, though. We'll see. Scared of the Nissan? Yeah. What am I studying? Right now I'm going into education, so... I'm studying to become a teacher, so if the full-time storm chasing never works out for me, you know, I'll become a teacher, and then I'll get to storm chase on my summer break. And I would love that job. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be my #1 choice, but I would definitely love teaching. So that's where I'm headed right now. That's what I'm going to. I only have about a year left after this semester, so I'm getting there. I think I might take a break semester to focus on chasing, see what I can do there, and then if that doesn't work out, I'll go back. I'll probably go back anyway and finish regardless, just to get my degree done with and say I have it. I thought about being a trucker too. I mean, that would be kind of a fun job to get to travel around. I'm sure it would get old, you know, being away from home though. Alrighty, y'all, I'm about to wrap this thing up. We still got 40 viewers or so, but I think we got up to almost 200 earlier. Not bad, not bad. Especially considering we did not see much. So, we'll take it, we'll take it. On a day when we actually see some crazy stuff, that we could pull a lot more viewers. Guys, there's a small chance for a chase on Friday. A small chance for a chase on Friday, but I don't know. We'll see. See y'all. Donovan might even work at, yeah. Right now I sub teach. So that's what I'm up to now. All right, y'all. So nice little lightning strike there. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I got about 50 minutes left of driving. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and the support. If you haven't, like and sub, tell your friends about me. You know, I'm gonna buy a mic. Okay, we're gonna start making some forecast videos. Okay, so small chance for a chase, maybe Friday or something, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. So, thanks for tuning in, and y'all take care and have a blessed evening. Oh, shoot. The election's tomorrow, so just remember, you know, participate, do your civic duty, go vote. No matter who you vote for, as long as you have a reason you're voting for them, I think that's cool. So go vote, and hopefully our country doesn't burn to the ground in the next, like, week. So